Hola amigos, hola todo. Hi everybody. Welcome to today's lesson on Spanish Central, and we continue with the IR verbs, conjugation of IR verbs. So thank you for watching, for subscribing, for liking and leaving comments. Please remember, click on the notify button so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. So if you have watched the previous video, like how to conjugate IR verbs, you have a clearer picture of what this subject, you're going to be comfortable with it. But to give you more practice in how this goes, I have another verb today, another verb, IR, regular verb, a verb that ends in IR, to show you how this applies practically in day-to-day life or day-to-day usage of Spanish as you drive towards your goal of learning basic Spanish on Spanish Central. So let's go to that today's verb and you can see what I have today. So if you look there to the right of the screen on top, I have escribir, which means to write. So escribir in English is to write. So the first person will be yo escribo. You can see the O ending at the end, right there. Now let me clarify something here. The Spanish present corresponds, like in this case, yo escribo would correspond to the English I'm writing, I do write, or I write. So remember, like in this case, this would correspond to the English yo escribo, I write, I am writing, or I do write. So second person singular there, tú escribes, would mean you write. Remember, like I've told you, tú, you are addressing somebody, you, familiar, somebody like a close friend or a family. That's when we use tú. So for tú, you would say tú escribes, you write. Then we go over to him, her, and you. Él is him, ella is her, and usted is you, formal. When you're addressing somebody like in an official setting or people you don't, you're not familiar with, you would use usted. So we would say, él escribe, ella escribe, he or she writes. Then for you, we would say, usted escribe, you write. Again, remember, él is him, ella is her, and usted is you form. Then we go to the plural, nosotros, which is we. Nosotros is we. Nosotros escribimos. Nosotros escribimos. Remember, a few sentences ago, I've just told you the Spanish present corresponds to the English, like you, for example, this nosotros escribimos, it would be English equivalent of we write, we are writing, or we always write. And then we go finally to the plural, the last one. Ellos, ellas escriben. Ellos, ellas escriben. This would be, ellos is the plural of, is they. And this is the plural of he, masculine. So ellos is they, masculine, when you would be addressing just males or a group of people who are mixed males and females, then ellos would take precedence. So ellos escriben, they, masculine, right. Ellas, it would be females, like they, ladies, escriben, they write. And ustedes, remember, ustedes is the plural of usted. Yes, in Spanish, you has the plural, we do have the plural of you. So ustedes escriben. So again, just to recap, ellos, they write, ellas, they write, and ustedes, you write. So again, this is another verb ending in IR, just to give you a clear, like a practical way of how you break the IR regular verbs in Spanish and plug them in day-to-day sentences. So if you go to the first verb, conjugation of regular I adverbs, you can see the ending there. For yo, it's O, for tú is es, and for él, ella, and usted, you see the ending there, e, and for nosotros, you see IMOS, and then for ellas, ellos, ellas, and ustedes, you see the en there. Now, I have some requests, feedback I get to show again how we break the verb, like how do you break this down so that you can be left with what's called the stem, and then you plug in the endings. I'm going to give a refresher on that. I'm going to post a new video and cover that. But meanwhile, there's actually an old video, one of the old videos when I started posting these videos, and that will be the conjugation of AR and ER verbs. I've given an example like how you break down a verb so you are left with the stem and how you plug in the endings. But I'm going to, in the next lessons, I'm going to post that again, an example with I adverbs, so that if you have not watched that, or if you're just like a refresher, especially with this new interactive method that I have, you can be able to see it. But again, I do thank you for watching today's video, which is a continuation of the series conjugation of regular I adverbs. I hope you've added to your knowledge in everyday Spanish, basic Spanish, and stay tuned for more. I'll be posting more videos. But thank you for being with me today as I was looking at escribir, the verb to write. Please go ahead, watch it again and again just to familiarize yourself, and please subscribe, share, like, and comment. For now, that's all. Until the next video, adios. Muchas gracias.